Hi everyone, our names are Alejandra Hernández and Cruz, and today we're going to talk about how social media negatively influences plastic surgery and why it should not be used to promote it.
Every day, we scroll through social media and see perfectly filtered faces and bodies. But how often do we stop to ask what's real and what's been edited or even surgically enhanced? Social media has made plastic surgery more visible and normalized, especially among younger audiences. But this visibility isn't always a good thing. It comes with pressure, false expectations, and a lot of misleading content. We believe social media negatively influences plastic surgery because it distorts body image, causes harmful psychological effects, and creates serious ethical concerns about misinformation and professionalism. In this presentation, we'll go over these three main areas and explain why the risk outweigh the benefits when plastic surgery is promoted on social media. Plastic surgery wasn't always about aesthetics. It originally developed to help people recover from injuries, accidents, and medical conditions. About surgeons focus on restoring both function and appearance, giving people a sense of normalcy after trauma or congenital defects. Over time, however, plastic surgery has shifted from a medical necessity to a cosmetic trend. Thanks to the rise of social media, especially platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, cosmetic surgery has become more about appearance and social standards of beauty than ever before.
As these platforms dominate our daily lives, people are exposed to a constant stream of images depicting flawless faces and bodies, often accompanied by dramatic before and after photos of cosmetic procedures. Many users, especially those seeking surgery, have come to trust social media as a valuable source of information about medical procedures. They feel more confident in their decisions based on what they see online, assuming these results reflect reality. But the issue lies in how these images are presented and the sources they come from. A lot of the content patients encounter isn't from licensed medical professionals, but from other users, sometimes even from non-experts. Many patients rely on social media to guide their decisions, often overlooking the fact that what they see may be heavily edited or filtered, making it difficult to discern what's real and what's idealized. Even when surgeons post educational content, it's frequently mixed in with promotional material or sponsored posts, making it hard to tell if the advice is truly objective or if it's a part of a marketing strategy. This growing dependence on social media for information about plastic surgery can lead patients to form unrealistic expectations, trusting what they see online over the advice of trusted medical professionals. This reliance on curated images and sometimes misleading content increases the pressure on individuals to undergo procedures to meet perceived beauty standards, often without fully understanding the risks involved.
Apps offer face editing tools, filters, and beauty effects that drastically change how people look. These tools can slim faces, smooth out skin, brighten eyes, and even reshape body parts, all with just a few taps. Over time, these edited images create impossible beauty standards that people start to believe are real. When users are constantly see perfect versions of others online, it's easy to feel like their natural appearance isn't good enough. People begin to think this is how they should look. A study found that 68% of plastic surgery-related posts feature women, and those posts receive hundreds of thousands of views. It appears that from a business perspective, the use of a woman's image is an effective way to attract attention on social media. This content pressures viewers to think they're not attractive enough, just because they don't match an edited version of beauty.
Even more concerning, many patients now mention selfies or filter apps as reasons they want surgery. In fact, about half of facial cosmetic surgery patients said they wanted to look better in selfies. For example, as shared in a YouTube video for 26-year-old Max, a nose that wasn't Facebook friendly prompted him to undergo rhinoplasty. Now he confidently poses for pictures. It is scary how much these fake images can shape our sense of self-worth and convince people to change their appearances to fit in.
The psychological impact of social media is just as harmful. Seeing unrealistic images every day can lead to anxiety, low self-esteem, or even body dysmorphia, a condition where someone becomes obsessed with imagined flaws in their appearance. One study showed that regularly taking and posting selfies increases social anxiety and the desire to get cosmetic surgery. We compare ourselves to others online without realizing how edited those images are. This comparison trap makes people feel like they're not good enough, even though the perfect images are often fake. According to the study, most patients reported that before and after photos on social media made cosmetic surgery trendy. These kinds of visuals can make surgery seem like a simple fix to deep emotional struggles.
And while informative posts are often ignored, scientific content fails to attract public attention on social media, while visual content is more rewarded and appreciated by users. When patients show up for consultations, they may already have false expectations. If they're disappointed with the results, it can cause even more emotional damage. And it's not just about the patients. Surgeons can also feel pressure to meet unrealistic demands. Some may feel tempted to promise results that aren't always possible, just to please their clients. This cycle of pressure and disappointment is emotionally exhausting and sometimes even dangerous. Ethical concerns are also a very big issue. Most of the plastic surgery content on social media doesn't come from professionals. Only about 6% of posts are made by board-certified surgeons. That means most people are getting advice from non-experts. This is dangerous because non-experts may treat surgery like it's a trend, easy, fast, and risk-free, when in reality it involves serious medical procedures with real risks. There's also the issue of consent and privacy, because some surgeons post before and after photos or videos without making it clear whether patients gave permission. Even a small mistake like revealing private info online can break trust and cause harm. One article even said that a missed keystroke could lead to a devastating breach of confidential materials. In addition, surgeons may also ignore or delete negative feedback, giving a false impression that everything they do has perfect results. We believe that plastic surgery should be treated with seriousness and honesty, but social media often turns it into entertainment or a product to sell.
Now, some people believe social media can be helpful for those considering surgery. Platforms like Real Self or Project Beauty allow users to connect with certified doctors and ask questions. These sites provide useful features like educational disclaimers, safety guidelines, and moderated discussions. It's true that some surgeons use these platforms to educate people and promote transparency, which can help patients make better decisions. But the problem is that this kind of content is still mixed with promotions, ads, and influencer culture. Just because someone is popular online doesn't mean their advice is reliable. Even when doctors are involved, social media tends to prioritize likes and views over medical safety. So while education is possible, the risk of misinformation and pressure are still too high. That's why we believe that cons outweigh the pros.
To wrap up, social media may seem like a harmless place to explore beauty trends, but when it comes to plastic surgery, the influence can be harmful. From distorted body image to mental health struggles and unethical content, the risks are real, and they're growing. We've shown that social media often prioritizes likes, trends, and filters over facts, safety, and ethics. Even when good information exists, it's drowned out by misleading visuals and pressure to look a certain way. Plastic surgery should be guided by trusted medical advice, not by viral posts or unrealistic selfies. If we want to promote healthier choices, we need to move away from glamorizing surgery online and instead support honest, professional, and responsible conversations. Thank you for your time. And these are our references that we use for this project. Thank you.